Hello everybody, my name is Leo, and with this video we'll share and discuss together the guitar gear news of the last month. Let's start! First of all, let's talk about Line 6. We have 3 new Line 6 Catalyst dual channels combo amps that perform like traditional guitar amps but house the Helix technology. We can choose between the 200 watt Catalyst 200, the 100 watt Catalyst 100 and the smaller 60 watt Catalyst 60. The new amps offer what Line 6 calls original amp designs, offering 6 amps ranging from cleans to high gain, all based on the HX technology. We have a boost circuit that has been customized for each amp type, plus a dedicated reverb section with 6 reverb types, along with 18 additional effects. We also have an effect loop, a power amp input for using Catalyst as a power speaker, MIDI and power attenuation options for playing at any volume. They also have an XLR line output and a 4-channel USB recording interface built in. There is an optional LF S2 foot switch and an optional cover to protect our Catalyst combo. Basically, this product offers the Helix technology in a more user-friendly package, at least for those of us who are used to traditional amps. Furthermore, it substitutes the DT amp range, which has been discontinued and was quite popular. The price range goes from $300 for the 60 watt up to $500 for the 200 watt version. Therefore, it enters in direct competition with the popular Katana amps from Boss. Well, a direct comparison Katana versus Catalyst would be interesting, right? Please let me know in the comment section below if you want me to make such a video comparison. Another news about Line 6 is that maybe Guitar World magazine accidentally has leaked the new Line 6 DL4 Mark II, which should replace the original DL4 that is now 23 years old and is considered by many as a classic delay looper pedal. The upgrades that should be included for the new DL4 Mark II should be MIDI in, out, true, USB-C, a micro SD slot for expanding looping time and an XLR mic input. The onboard looper time is 240 seconds mono or 120 seconds stereo. The FX selector has 3 banks, including 15 original DL4 models with 15 new MK2 models plus 15 secret models. So, an interesting upgrade for a legendary pedal that should be released during 2022. Let's now talk about Boss. Here we have a very cool new unit, which is the Boss GX100. Let's describe the unit. First of all, it offers 23 amps and caps modeled using the Boss IARD technology, which is the same amp modeling technology used in the flagship Boss GT1000. Furthermore, you can load up to 16 third-party IRs using a specific app that you can download from the Boss website. It offers a total amount of 300 presets, with 200 available for the user and 100 with Boss factory presets. As regards effects, the GX100 offers around 150 Boss effects that you can distribute in 15 blocks, with the possibility to create 2 parallel paths, for instance to build presets with 2 amps or with parallel effects. The effects can be placed in whatever position you want, and you can use many instances of the same effects. I think that the effect chain management is something where this unit excels in comparison with other amp modeling pedalboard. It is not as powerful as the GT1000 or the GT1000 Core that provides us with 24 blocks and 3 parallel effects, but in this price range I think this unit is pretty compelling as regards effects and FX chain management more in general. The screen of the GX100 is a 480 by 272 colorful and touch-sensitive screen, and therefore it is much more user-friendly than the one of the GT1000. Furthermore, you can add Bluetooth operations to the GX100 buying an external device, so that you can control the unit with your phone or tablet, which is a pretty useful function, I think. For instance, in live situation you can play a loop and then tweak the sound of the unit listening to it like being among your audience, and modifying the equalization curve to better fit the room where you are playing. It offers a 90-second stereo looper and it does not have an included drum machine, so here it is a little bit inferior to other units in the same price range, which typically offer longer loopers, and some of them also include a drum machine. Let's now describe the I/O. It has a guitar input, an unbalanced stereo out, an headphone out, a mono effect loop which can be used also in order to connect the GX100 to your amp using the 4-cable method. Furthermore, it has an amp out which allows to switch the channels of your amp. And furthermore, it also has an input for another expression pedal or control unit. It also offers MIDI in and MIDI out, and a USB port in order to connect the unit to your computer. In fact, the GX100 can serve as a USB audio interface. As regards ADA conversion, it runs at 48 kHz and 24 bits, with 32 bits internal signal processing. It has 8 foot switches and an expression pedal built in. The dimensions are the ones showed in the screen. It runs at 9 volts and 1200 milliamperes and has an external PSU. The price is 599 euros or dollars. Another news still regarding Boss is that we should have a new Boss copy of the legendary Roland Space Echo, which is called Boss RE2. It appears to be a more compact version of the popular RE20 dual pedal from Boss, which itself was a modeled version of the classic Roland Space Echo. So the arena of the clones of the Roland Space Echo is becoming more and more crowded. In fact, also NUX is releasing a clone of the Roland Space Echo, which is the NDD7, that, by the way, I have reviewed in my channel. Link in the card above or description below. Still, as regards NUX, we have a new firmware upgrade for the MG30 that brings to the table some interesting new features. First of all, we have a new amp, which is the iconic 5150, to be used to reproduce our beloved Van Halen tone. Then we have a new fuzz that should be a reproduction of the Dunlop fuzz, considering the image associated to the pedal. We also have a new touch wah, that is a wah which does not require you to use the expression pedal, as it is an automatic wah. Then we have a new digital delay called Phi delay, and an interesting new feature related to the volume pedal. In fact, now the volume pedal can be placed in whatever position we want in the signal chain, and we can also assign a minimum and maximum level to the volume, so that we can tweak it even better according to the effect we may want to obtain. For instance, we can decide to assign the volume pedal to the drive level, changing it only in a fixed range, let's say from gain set to 30 to 60, so allowing us to have much more control. Another improvement is related to third-party IRs, as now we have 24 slots instead of 20, if I remember it well. And now the IR collection is loaded into the device directly, and you can load them in any user slot. So a nice firmware upgrade which brings new life to the MG30. The last news about NUX is that we have the release date of the much awaited Amp Academy that should be released on March the 19th. So we are very close to the launch date, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel not to miss my demo review. As regards plugins, I will mention that Mercuriall has released the AmpBox, which basically allows you to have 3 of their amps in one single package. These amps are the Euphoria, which is an amazing recreation of the Bogner Ecstasy, that I like a lot, the Re-Axis, which recreates the Mesa Boogie 3-axis, and the U530, which recreates an angle E530. Furthermore, Mercuriall plugin is now compatible with Apple Silicon natively, which is very cool if you are an M1 Mac user. Furthermore, we have a cool new plugin from Neural DSP, which is a recreation of the Tone King Imperial MK2, which is famous for its vintage clean and overdrive tones. As for all the other Neural DSP plugins, we also have some effects that are a wah-wah, a compressor, 2 overdrive pedals, which can range from a suitable boost to a classic tube saturation. The plugin reproduces both the lead and rhythm channels of the original amp, and the spring reverb and the tremolo are also included. Like always, we also have a nice cab simulation module with hundreds of IRs made by 5x5 studios, featuring 2 speakers, 8 virtual microphones, including 2 vintage microphones that are the AKG C414B ULS and the Sennheiser MD409U3. In addition to the hundreds of IRs, this module can be used to load your own IRs. As regards effects, we also have a chorus, a delay and a reverb. It can be used both standalone or as a plugin for your digital audio workstation. And well, judging from the videos I've watched on YouTube, it sounds pretty amazingly. And please let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do a demo review of this plugin. The last news is that finally Cubase has ditched the infamous and inglorious USB key. No more e-licenser needed. I'm so happy. Now we have a nice and easy online cloud activation, which is simple and effective, and that I prefer much more compared to the USB key. For instance, once I forgot to bring the USB key with me while going on holidays, therefore I was obliged to use another digital audio workstation. It was a nightmare, as I had to learn from scratch a new way of working. Another cool feature of the new Cubase 12 is that now it is Apple Silicon compatible. That is very welcome for me, as I am a very happy M1 Mac user that is so amazing for making music, being so fast and especially being very silent. There are a lot of other new features, like the possibility to obtain MIDI tracks from audio tracks and vary audio with the new scale assistance to make pitch editing even more easy and straightforward. But the Apple Silicon support and the e-licenser removal alone are enough for me to fall in love again with Cubase. Thank you, Steinberg. This is a very welcome update. Let me finish this video as always with some music suggestions, just so that we can exchange some nice CD tips in order to discover together new music or discover again old classics. Here you have mine for this video, and of course feel free to suggest yours in the comment section below. This time I would mention not 1 but 2 CDs that I'm listening over and over again, that are 2 Dave Weiner CDs, On Revolute and ASTSAX. I discovered Dave Weiner as he played in the Stevie Vai band, and I have to say that I really enjoy his music. First of all, he has a very personal and amazing tone that I really like a lot. Then he is a great composer, as I enjoy a lot his songs that are always interesting and very musical, as is his playing. I would suggest you to start with the CD On Revolute, which is really outstanding, a collection of gems that I'm listening over and over and that I strongly suggest you to listen to. We have now reached the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did it, please subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell and leave a thumb up. It would be of a great help. And of course you won't miss my future videos. If you're interested in my IRs or in my camper profiles, you can check out the link in the card above or description below, where there is also a link to a playlist of songs of mine and a link to my 2 new Leo Gibson band songs. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye. you.